The last time something like this happened, a famous comedian had her TV show canceled and then brought back and retooled into something else, so who knows what the outcome of this is going to be. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and if my voice is a little lower or more scraggly for today's videos, it's because I'm actually recovering from throat. I have been in recovery mode most of the day, but you know what? Duty calls. There's new stories to talk about, so we're going to go ahead and talk about them. Now, I have heard that there is an art to trolling. A certain, kind of like how there used to be the art of the prank call, there's now the art of the troll. The prank call, for those of you who don't know what that is, although you might have some idea because it lives on in The Simpsons, you would call a number and you would ask some things, stupid things like, is your refrigerator running? And they'd say, yes. Well, then you better go catch it. Or you'd call and say, hey, I need to speak to someone who's over there. First name's C and the last name's More Butts. And they say, okay, excuse me, Seymour Butts, is there Seymour Butts here? And, dumb stuff like that. Well, in some ways, trolling is the new form of that. It's no more sophisticated, but when done really well, it can provide a really good gotcha moment. And Uber was on the receiving end of that yesterday. As it says, Uber apologizes for tweeting racial slur. Yeah, I remember the last time there was a racial slur on Facebook. As mentioned before, it wound up with Roseanne getting canceled. So, here's the thing. The tweet says, we're so sorry about that. And there's like an N and an R, and then there's a frowny face, so we can pretty much figure out what's being said. Please send us a DM with your phone number with additional details of your concern so we can connect. Now, here's what it happened for those of you who are not aware of how this came to be. What happened, excuse me, is that somebody tweets to Uber support and they say, my name is this, and we're having a problem, and I need some help. Now, the Uber support Twitter account, and the roommate just got home, so sorry if you hear that, is pretty much an account run on autopilot. I think they've got bots responding to most of these inquiries. So what do? They take the name, they respond to that person, they give a very generic, send us a DM with your phone number and additional details if you're concerned. In this case, the person put a clearly false name when they contacted them, and so they responded. And because they responded this way, now they have egg on their face. So here's Uber's response. We'd like to sincerely apologize for the offensive tweet that was sent earlier. We're investigating what happened to make sure it doesn't happen again. Well, Uber, I can tell you what happened. You're on autopilot. You are automatically responding to these tweets. You're not really reading them, and that's what happened. And truthfully, I'm not even mad at you for doing it. Because you're not the only company that does this. When you have a support Twitter feed, it's not like people are... Well, there's people there who's dedicated to solving problems, but it's not like they look at every single concerned tweets. They have like a bot response for general inquiries. And if someone sends the DM message, then they take it to the next level. I mean, Uber support already lets a bunch of phone numbers and addresses and account names onto their service without removing them. So it's not like it's the most sophisticated way to get a hold of Uber. It just isn't. But when that system is in place, you have this that happens. And, well, here's the thing. Really, you almost gotta... How should I put this without sounding offensive? Sometimes you have to admire people who exploit the system to make a company look foolish, or what depths they will go to do that. So with this, I think Uber will definitely put the bots on ice for a little while. They will probably be more careful about reading names before responding to them. But this was just an accident. This was just a pure accident from someone who was determined to fool Uber, and they figured out a way to do it and make them look really bad in the process. No one intended for this to be a thing except the guy who trolled. So, there you go. Anyway, that's like the easy one today. We're going to keep this short because I want to continue to rest my voice a little bit. But you know the drill. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. What do you think happened? And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.